Getting right into your best take, Felipe, your best take, and I totally agree with this one. I'm gonna give it around. I'll give you an A minus, or an A. I'll give you an A. We both agree on, or you said, since rumors are coming out, hey, Joel, not really a rumor, but just a thought. Joel Embiid trade for Bam Adebayo, Tyler Hero, and Duncan Robinson,
Right.
and I'm tired of all these. I think Joel Embiid has become the most overrated player in the league. For me,
For sure, 100%.
I think he's become the most overrated player in the league, and he's got skill. It's not like I'm saying, oh, this dude's garbage, because he's not. Like, he's got skill and all this, but why Bam Adebayo is? We saw what he did to Giannis. That man is a 2020 need now. He's 6'9", can play center, about 240, can move, can catch lobs, and he's young, and he's still got time to develop in a more polished offensive game. So I think he's a really good player that all coaches, I think every single coach in the league would want.
Yeah.
Would love to have. Duncan Robinson's already one of the best shooters in the league. He's a great shooter. And Tyler Hero, as much as I think he's okay, but as much as I think he's a kind of a douche, but he's a good player. He's got promise. So why get rid of three, those players for somebody who I think doesn't have a desire to win? I don't know how great their work ethic is. Like you said, I don't know if his work ethic is great. It seems like he doesn't really care about winning all that much. And like you pointed out, that he already played with Jimmy.
Right.
He already played with Jimmy Butler, and Jimmy Butler don't rock like that. He don't rock with Embiid with the poutiness and the not working hard.
No, 100%. I mean, you really hit it there. And why are you giving away three young and not only is it three young players who are young and vibrant and bring you that talent, and they give you the energy you need to succeed. And kind of like when we think about talented teams, you have that. You typically you're gonna have that one player who's that guy who runs the show,
Right.
and these young players fit around that and mold around that. And not only do they improve through like the guidance of that player, but they give this a lot of times older veteran the youth, and the energy that they need moving forward. So to be able to get rid of that, what you have, and it's proven to be very successful. How many games? They barely lost at home this year. I remember they had a crazy home.
They have a great home record.
They have a great.
That's the Miami. That's the Pat Riley effect, though. It's grit and grind. The exposure. You get down there, you're gonna have to work, and that's the thing with Embiid is that's why Jimmy went there, and because it's real. He said it's real down there in Miami.
And Jimmy left Philadelphia, and the one thing he said about that was nobody was a leader. Like, you didn't know who to listen to. And Jimmy's that guy. So I like on a different side note, I don't know why Jimmy didn't become that guy. Maybe it was like a contract situation. He was on a one-year deal there, everything there, that trade or whatever. But being in Miami, he's able to be that guy. And Eric Spoelstra's talks so highly about him, and he loves it there, and they're having success there. And you do have this young core, and Tyler Hero is a great shooter. I mean, I know all the comparisons to Klay Thompson when he was coming in. Those might be a little lofty, but he's a great shooter. He can play. Bam Adebayo is like, it reminds me of Hassan Whiteside when he first came on the scene, just as far as athleticism and the energy.
Better defender, though. Way better defender.
And I mean, look, man, when you have something good, it's why would you break it up? It kind of reminds me of the Thunder a little bit when they got rid of James Harden. Now that's a little bit different, and James Harden was it was a different situation, but at the same time, it's the same as in you have a good team with a lot of good pieces. We'll keep it the same unless, which was the case with the Thunder. James Harden, you knew they were going to have to pay him and everything. James Harden was going to want out, kind of wanted a bigger role for himself. This isn't the case with this team. So why would you ruin it on your own terms? It wouldn't make sense to me.
No, yeah, for sure. For sure. And Joel Embiid, he's too inconsistent. You're 7 foot or 6'11", whatever you are, 260 pounds, 80 pounds. And you shoot too many jump shots, shoot way too many threes. You have too many games, or you have great games, and you'll come and have a bad game. And it's it's too much. It's too much of inconsistency for me. And I think they're better off when we've seen Embiid out of the lineup. Ben Simmons has exploded. I think they'd be better with actually trading Embiid instead of Ben and keeping Ben Simmons. But now a thing I would say is if they did trade Joel Embiid for to the Heat for those three guys, Adebayo, Robinson, and Hero, even though with all this said, I don't think it makes Philly or Miami really, but I don't think it makes Philly that much better because with the Ben Simmons, none of those guys are create your own shot guys. I mean, you could argue Tyler Hero, yeah, he could be.
Yeah.
But you don't have that. You don't have that guy, and Ben Simmons isn't that guy, especially when it comes fourth quarter time because he can't shoot, obviously. So I don't think it's really I think it's a push in a way. I don't think it really sets them over the top. I also don't think it sets Miami over the top if you get Embiid.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. It doesn't push Miami. In fact, I think it sets Miami back, and not even considering the adjustment period that's going to happen if Embiid went there, and it doesn't make Philly necessarily better either. But what Philly, if Philly wouldn't even consider that, it just shows you, what they think of Joel Embiid. Because yes, like you said, he can be dominant. He has those games where he's very good. But my problem with Embiid is that he isn't consistent with that. Like Shaq in the peak of his career, in the prime of his career, I mean, we know he had the beef with Kobe and everything because of almost that same exact thing where he wasn't always just giving his all. He didn't keep his body in peak shape and everything. I think Jimmy Butler would be that same way with Embiid if he was in Miami. But if Embiid took care of himself and attacked his craft every day and tried to be the best every day and went game after game like that, then it's a different story. But the problem with him is he'll show up one game and be very dominant, but then the next game he disappears and scores 2 points and he cries about it. And then after in the post-game press conference, he's calling out other players. He's talking shit. Like the last thing I want to hear from a player that isn't consistently giving me something, whether it's because he can't stay on the court or it's because he just doesn't have that dog in him every single game, is you talking shit about other players, especially someone like Giannis, who we know he's loved to talk about, but other players that he has no business talking about when you can't consistently produce. So the consistency is a huge problem, and it's not like it's an inconsistency like with his jump shot, because that's a different story. It's an inconsistency with his motor. Like he just doesn't bring it every single game, and I can't love a player that doesn't bring it every single game. I mean, it's the NBA. You get paid to do this. Like bring it up.
Yeah, I feel you 100%. And really, I mean, I agree. Like I can't. There's nothing much else I can say. I think you nailed it. I would say I think they should consider trading Embiid for a Bradley Beal. I think that in Washington that might be enticing for them. If John Wall comes back, you can't get out of his contract. It's almost impossible right now.
How about Ben Simmons? And 100%.
But another thing, going back to the Heat. Now I don't think those players by any means are untouchable. Now Bam Adebayo, I wouldn't necessarily want to trade if I'm the Heat because I think he's really good and he's a 2020 big man and he does a lot. But if the right trade came from a Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson, then yeah, by all means. But I don't think for Joel Embiid though.
Embiid isn't that guy to do that for.
Yeah, it's not that guy, and he doesn't fit that. I don't think Embiid fits that Miami culture because you get a history. You can ask Jimmy Butler said it, LeBron said it, Dwayne Wade, Dave Fizdale, their assistant coach. It's different down in Miami. You might see the lights and the glamour, but it's dog mentality down there. It's dog eat dog. So you got to work when you get down there. Like you said, you don't know if Embiid, it's the motor.
I don't know if it's gonna work. That's the big.